What's up, YouTube? This is Casper Reacts, back at it again with another video for you guys. Today we're gonna be hopping into Lil Peep, but we're gonna do something a little bit different today. I got a special request, and I do want to start learning more about Lil Peep and how he affected his audience and everything. So I'm gonna go into one of the interviews that he's done. And I heard this was a very good interview, and without further ado, let's hop right into the video. Hey, we're gonna be doing a different format this time. Let me know if you like this type of format, especially like reacting to these type of videos. Yeah, if you don't like it, just let me know. I'll change it right back. All right, let's go. So let me read this real quick. All right, created Thursday, April 13th, 2017 at 4:07 p.m. downtown Montreal. Peep chopped his hair off shortly after this interview. We intended to film another one and reflect his new look, but never got a chance. Wishing you peace as your journey beyond this plane of existence. Thank you for taking the time. Thank you for being you. Love, Montreality. I guess this happened a little bit recent before his death. I'm not completely sure. But let's see. Let's get into it. Is it playing? I think so, yeah.
I think the planet is very sad. Yes, of course. I definitely think the planet is very sad, and I think a lot of people are also very ungrateful, which is another big problem. Well, that's why I got the crybaby tat on my face. I got a humongous tattoo that says crybaby and shit to keep me grateful and remind me not to be a crybaby. So I see it every time I look in the mirror, you know, to remind me that I'm blessed.
Dang, already. Yeah, honestly, I believe it. A lot of people focus on the sadness in the world. But there is a lot of joy in the world too. It's just that everything is just so focused on like what's going on. But I believe that you are directly responsible for your own like happiness, you know? But of course it's normal to not be happy. I've been listening to this podcast and everything. It's like it's normal not to be happy, but it's like if you have it's your responsibility to stay unhappy. So me, I'm definitely gonna be not continuing to be unhappy. So I got a whole strategy and stuff like that, and y'all just gonna have to see it unfold, right? Let's go.
Welcome to Montreality. This is Lil Peep. Let's get it.
Also, I never heard of this company, Montreality. Hmm. Well, I guess I don't really know much many interview companies, but so far I like the presentation. But let's see how it goes though.
Oof. I was kind of like, I was a kitchen bitch at a, can I curse?
Yeah, of course.
Okay. I was a kitchen bitch at a seafood restaurant, a local seafood restaurant, where I did a lot of really disgusting shit, like early in the morning. Like at 7:30 in the morning, I would have to cut up a bunch of fucking squids, like a whole bucket full of squids. It really sucked. Made me throw up a few times. I also, one time the chef just came at me with like a bucket of crabs, like 300 crabs, like live crabs going like this and shit. And apparently, I don't know if I'm gonna get arrested for this, but apparently to kill the crabs and cook them, you need to just take a pair of scissors, big ass cooking scissors, and just straight cut their faces off. So I'm a mass crab murderer. I cut the faces off of 300 crabs that day, and I never went back. Ooh.
That sounds like a very traumatizing event. But I really thought that in order to like kill crabs or something like that, you like boil them alive or something. Unless that's something else, maybe like frogs or something. I'm not completely sure. That's what I think. And also shout out to all the people who works out, not works out, but works at like restaurants and the food industry. Because I think it's hard. It's hard out there, man. The stress and everything like that. I try to tip as much as I can when I go out. Sometimes it ain't gonna be that way, but I do try to tip.
Ooh. I mean, my favorite show still to this day is Scooby Doo. I don't have a particular favorite character. The original Scooby Doo, I just love it so much because of I don't know, the soundtrack, the animation, and everything. The whole, I don't know. I'm into like spooky, scary shit, and when I was a kid, that was what was scary to me. You know what I mean? Scooby Doo. How about that dude, the submarine dude? You know what I'm talking about with the big, yeah, you got it tattooed on him. He's got a tattoo. My homie has a tattoo with the dude from Scooby Doo. That's the villain. Yeah, right there. That episode. That's wild. Yeah. Death. No.
Yeah, that's cool because like honestly, my all time favorite like show, especially Scooby Doo movie, because their movies used to be top tier for real. Like my favorite one from them was like the Zombie Island one. That one right there traumatized me as a kid, but the soundtrack was on point, like for real. Let me know in the comments y'all know what I'm talking about. Also, Cyber Chase was real good, and then the one they did with the Three Witches, I forgot. But I love Zombie Island because that was like the first one. The mystery was like it was just real monsters. It's just a curse, you know. And also talking about like some scary stuff as a kid. Courage the Cowardly Dog. I don't know how. Like looking back, I don't know how that was aired, bro. That I know that traumatized a lot of kids growing up. Oh man, memories.
No. Bleach. Hunter x Hunter.
Rex
Um,
Hunter is good. Oh yeah,
Shiki is one of my favorite ones. A lot of people don't know about when I tell them,
Shiki,
even though
Shiki,
a lot of people do. But
Shiki, bro. Okay, okay. See, y'all, I don't know if y'all know about it, but yeah, I agree with him. That's one of the best, like top tier anime. Even though it's a slow burn. It's about vampires and stuff like that. But there's like an event that happens, and when the shit hits the fan, it hits the fan, and everything is just going to chaos, bro. I would definitely recommend that show because that's when I was like in high school, like really into anime. It's good, and then the animation still, I think, probably still holds up to this day too. It was real good.
it's one of the less popular ones, but it's my favorite one. RPGs, you know. I played first. I started out playing RuneScape. I love RuneScape. Then I did a little bit of World of War, and then World World of Warcraft, World of War. My bad. Just woke up. Literally just woke up 10 minutes ago.
Shoot, I mean, World at War is like one of the OG Call of Duties anyway. The best. Well, I don't say the best, but when they started the zombies, y'all know what that is. Whew, good times.
And then I did Oblivion, Skyrim, Elder Scrolls was my shit. Mass Effect, but mostly RPGs and like Fable, 1 through 3. I'm like a nerd. I like magic and swords and shit like that. Watch a lot of Game of Thrones. Yeah. I played Zelda on the Game Boy though. You know what I mean? Like the original. Yeah. I'm dead as fuck in a coffin. I'm long gone. 86. God damn. I wish. Not happening. If I find someone and if I fall in love with someone, if I have a kid, you know what I mean, shit might change. But right now, I'm out here making music, you know, and the shit I talk about is real, so I don't, you know, not much to lose right now, but I'm here, I'm doing my thing, so fuck it.
How old are you now?
I plan to live to be 86. I plan to live longer than that. Honestly, it's not just because like I'm afraid to die or anything like that. No, I just want to be able to affect people as long as I can, especially like see my children, my family grow up and everything like that. See other generations because there's a lot of things that just imagine older people that didn't know what the internet is, or like some people like didn't know what. No, I don't know about cars and stuff. That's way too far. But like seeing actual first black president and all that stuff, so many different events that you can live through, stories that you can tell, and everything like that. So I do want to live as long as I can, and be healthy as I can. That'd be a great thing for me.
20?
Hmm.
What do you
I'm
think
20.
happens after that?
I don't know. You could just wake up again. I have no idea. I'm not like, I know there's something because you can't kill energy, you know what I mean? Energy doesn't die. It's literally like a fucking weird thing that like leaves your brain when you die. You could see it on some cameras or some shit. You could see like a weird like, I don't even know what the fuck to call it, but it leaves your brain and like just like floats out into like, the atmosphere and whatever the fuck. So no, definitely not.
Actually, I never seen that. I probably should like do some research on it because I am a religious guy. I'm Christian, so I mean to me that's like your soul, your spirit. But I would love to actually see that on a camera, you know, because it's just something to see.
Uh, I feel the presence of a lot of people who have passed away too, just randomly. You know what I mean? They're just popping in my head. So. Oh, of course. I think that everyone should do mushrooms, in particularly, not necessarily acid, but I think everyone should do mushrooms at least 2 times a year. I think it's great for your mental health. It teaches you a lot of shit. Like I can't explain it. It almost feels like you got like a massage in your brain. You know what I mean? I can't explain it, but you just feel relieved and like, oh, like you realize a lot of shit. You know what I mean? It's just like, I don't know. I think they're there for a reason.
Hmm.
You know what? I have never.
Well, I guess, but me personally, I probably would never do like shrooms or anything like that. Even though there are like I know there's like natural health benefits and stuff like that. It's just me and just how I grew up. So I just have like this little thing about it. um, but honestly, a lot of times moderation with stuff is the best thing. But once you like over rely on it, that's when you become chemically dependent on like these drugs or using stuff like that. Because now it's a natural thing. It came from the earth, so now it's it has some natural benefits. But if you do it every day, you become kind of like clinically insane, you know. So.
Never had a bad trip. I have never had a bad trip because I'm I'm just like so aware of the fact that I'm on whatever I'm on that like there's almost like a sober me inside of the fucked up me just being like you're fine, bro. Like, and everyone else is freaking out around me and I'm kind of like laughing at them. Like, I don't know, it's weird. I'm just good at controlling myself on that shit. I used to sell mushrooms too, so I would eat like way more than you should eat every day. I kind of replaced weed with mushrooms, so yeah. Psychedelics became a regular thing to me. Like I did mushrooms last night. Yeah. We ate mushrooms last night and I stayed up all night. I slept for like 2 hours, I think, in the car just before this interview. So that's me. Shit, my favorite rappers, definitely Future's on there. Gucci, Atlanta, man, fuck. Atlanta. You know, McConan.
Yeah, yeah. Atlanta is kind of like the mecca. Atlanta, New York, probably like California, places like in Compton and stuff like that in California. It's just like they just breed all these mega superstars, bro. It's crazy. It's crazy.
Yeah, Atlanta. Atlanta did that for me. I mean, obviously, there's a shit ton of New York, like, artists who got bars and shit. Like, the culture there is a lot different from Atlanta, the rap culture and shit. Like, I did listen to a lot of fucking, like, Pro Era when they were popping, and I was like 14, 15 or some shit like that. And, like, shit like that. And obviously, the old shit, bringing it back, like Wu-Tang. Fuck MF Doom and all the old New York shit, but mostly Like for some reason, I find the Atlanta scene to be like almost like it reminds me a lot of rock and roll, like in a certain way. You know what I mean? I think it's amazing because I think it's
Actually, I like how he made that comparison because, like, in a way, rock and roll and hip hop is just like form of self expression and rebellion against the system. You know, um, even though like I guess I didn't really grow up with like, a lot of hip hop because in my household it was strictly jazz and gospel. Honestly, it's kind of like a blessing. So a lot of times where I got some like music and musical taste from is from like playing video games or soundtracks from movies and stuff like that. So I kind of like gravitated to, well, me and my brother kind of gravitated to rock music first before we actually gravitated to like hip hop later on in life. Um, but like, especially like, there's a story like especially in school when there's this guy like there was a Christian rock group coming to our school, and he said, "Well, we can't listen to um Christian rock with it because it's the devil music." But it's like he listened to a lot of hip hop and stuff, and to me in my head it's like it really didn't matter because the hip hop, especially like NWA and stuff like that, they glorify like killing gangs, killing people, gangs and stuff like that, and saying F the system. So in a way, that's devil music too. But forms like Slipknot is kind of like the same thing, just like praising like chaos and all that stuff. It's kind of like the same. So it's like that's how like I I'm sorry, I'm ranting a little bit, but that's how I viewed it growing up. But essentially, it is the same. It's just how you interpret it, and different cultural backgrounds from it. It's funny. It's just funny to me.
I mean I think it's amazing that there's so many different like ways to come at it nowadays because like even me I was looking apparently I got a Wikipedia page. I was looking at my Wikipedia page. The genres was like alternative rock, like R&B, hip hop, trap, emo, pop punk.
Hmm.
So they don't really know what to call it, you know what I mean? But I think that people are just gonna have to stop putting, people into boxes. You know what I mean? They don't really need to label it anymore. Like, just enjoy the fuck out of it. And I want to take more of like a Frank Ocean route, and like, you know what I mean? Drop projects that are just me and no one else on them, so that I did it on my own. So I can't, not to like hop on a wave.
This is random. I just kind of realized it. Just the outfit. I don't know why it kind of reminds me like of a prison, like a prison jumpsuit.
You know what I mean? I'm not trying to ride a wave. I'm trying to make my own wave. Free my XP. An artist of this generation, I think, will be legendary. If you put Future in my generation, I'd say he's gonna be like remembered forever. I mean, Future just has so much music, so much quality music. You know what I mean? And the shit he says, the content of his is just absolutely insane. Like, people like to turn up to it and they don't even sometimes know what they're listening to, and it's just like so much deeper than just like turning up to that shit. Like, I gets me emotional, you know what I mean? I mean, shit, Harley's a great one. I think Chosen One is a deep song. I think Inside the Mattress, Perky's Calling. I love Purple Rain. Purple Rain was amazing. Dirty Sprite 1, that was what put me on. And ever since then, I've just been listening to every song.
What's the most
Honestly, I like never really got into Future, mainly because like he came up like started getting popular right when Young Thug. That's when the whole mumble rap thing started appearing, and I did not like the mumble rap scene. So I just know some of his like popular songs, but I never really got into his catalog. Honestly, I do want to do like a whole series called like earning my black card back by going in back into hip hop and seeing all the especially like what I've missed, like doing Tupac and Nas and Future and Ti and all of them. I want to do all of that and just really just dive into the music, just become like one because I just love music. as like this blank slate, and I got an open mind. So I want to do that. Leave it down in the comments, like if y'all wanted me to do that too. All right.
romantic thing you've ever done?
Fuck a girl on her period. No condom.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Hey, he's being honest and open, which is that's good. Honestly, being that truthful and that honest and open, that's cool. But that's on you, bruh. That's on you.
How do you heal a broken heart?
You fuck her on her period.
Oh.
Yeah, I had a broken heart. I got broken heart in my face. But shit, I have no idea. I wish I knew. I just write songs about it, and it doesn't really help. So I'll learn one day. You know what I mean? 20, still growing up. I feel it. I mean, I got hentai posters all over my fucking room. So I brought them on tour with me too, because we're pretty much putting my bedroom on stage
Okay.
for the shows. It's just a bunch of hentai posters on the wall and shit. The fucking, they just know what they're doing. They know what's attractive. They know what the fuck they're doing with everything too, from horror movies to hentai. You know, the Japanese are just absolutely, you know what I mean? They're just a step ahead of me. My ultimate fetish. I don't know.
For some reason, I think it's about to get weird. I have a feeling it's about to get weird. If y'all don't want to like witness anything weird, probably might as well just go ahead and turn away now.
I got a few. But my ultimate fetish is probably,
Oh, I remember watching that video. I can't remember the song right now, but that was on the. I think that was on the Crybaby album right there. Yeah, it was featured somebody. I remember the video.
I don't know. I don't really have ultimate fetish, but just, I guess, tattoos on girls is hot. I fuck with tattoos on girls. I put feet in my mouth sometimes, you know what I mean? I'm out here. I mean, shit, everything changes with time. Like, you can't predict where you're gonna be next year. You have no idea, you know what I mean? Like, there have been points, like, I've been in very, 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 very low points. Like, you know, shitty situations, horrible situations. And then my mom always tells me, like, time will heal everything, you know what I mean? And even if it's like 5 years later and you're still feeling like, where the fuck, like, when I'm waiting for this shit to heal, like, nothing's happening. It's gonna take another, you know, few years, you know what I mean? That shit does take time in some situations, but, you know, it will eventually get better. Things will get better. And also, you have to be grateful for what you have. Never be ungrateful. It's when people start to be super, you know, like, oh, I hate my life, everything sucks. But it's like, you got shoes in your feet right now, you know what I mean? There's kids who don't have water, access to water in the world. So pretty much, yeah. There's people fighting to survive, so live on for them.
Dang, actually, that's deep. Honestly, that's very very good advice, man. Because everybody is gonna have very very low points in their life. Everybody's gonna have very very high points in their life as well. And the thing is, you gotta choose what you want to do. With do you want to continue to be that type of person? It's like, oh man, my life is going. It's not going how I want it to go. This is all meaningless or anything like that. Um, but you just gotta think like this temporary state that you're going through, you know. Um, but you just gotta have that determination and keep that motivation to just to keep going, even though that's probably like easier said than done. Um, but sometimes like you just gotta determine like how you gonna make your life meaningful. Me, like that's what I'm trying to do right now. I want to be able to like inspire people to get into a better phase of their life, especially like on my Instagram. Like I'm trying to, especially like working out and all that stuff. And then I got ideas coming up for my channel. I'm not gonna spoil, but I'm gonna do like different series and stuff like that too, while incorporating my reactions too. So I have a plan, and this is what how I'm going to create a meaning with my YouTube channel. You know, so yeah, please just keep grinding, just keep doing it, just keep making this world a better place, y'all. All right, because that is not the answer. Taking your life is not the answer.
You know what I mean? Live the life that they wish they could live. My message to the youth is stay aware of the shit that's happening around you, and don't get brainwashed by fucking, society today, because that shit is very easy to happen. And don't become a police officer. Hell yeah, this is Lil Peep. That was Montreality. Much love. Gang gang.
Thank you, man. I appreciate that.
Of course.
That was great, man. One of the best
Hell
we've
yeah.
done so far.
Hell yeah. Of course, man. See, I don't normally do it.
Wow, that was actually very, very good, man. Man, thank you for sending me out this video. Thank you for that special request, man. Shoot, man. Hey, if y'all want to do like me to do special requests, DM me on my Instagram. I will message you back. Give me a video to react to, and it probably might take a little bit, but I will react to it. All right. And if y'all liking this content, please leave a like, share, subscribe, and don't forget to hit that bell icon so y'all continue to be updated with any video that I drop. And with that, I'll see y'all in the next video.